Next to me is Pier Smulders, the General Manager for Australia and New Zealand of Alibaba. How are you?
Very good. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity to speak.
Pleasure. Now, what brings you here tonight, Pier? Is that perhaps e-commerce that you're more so
Yes,
interested in?
so we are one of the world's largest e-commerce businesses globally. And a lot of people think about us as just being an e-commerce business in China, but we also have a very large business in Southeast Asia. It's called Lazada, and it's business to consumer e-commerce.
Yep.
So Hong Kong is actually a very important. It plays a lot of roles in our business. It's one of our main kind of international offices. So a lot of our legal teams, HR teams, and so on for our global business work out of Hong Kong.
Yep.
And it's a very important hub for us. Not just to China, but also, interestingly enough, for products from around the world to go to our businesses and our customers in Southeast Asia. So it's quite an important logistics hub for us as well.
Very important. And then perhaps explain to us, Pier, how easy is it to do business from within that hub, from within Hong Kong?
Well, it's very easy because, as we've heard today, a lot of it's an easy country for companies to import or have their products go to. It's a low-tax environment. There's no tariffs on almost any product. So if you want to put your product somewhere at a kind of low effective cost with really good logistics, and then you want to send it out to, in our case, our 6 Southeast Asian markets,
Yep.
It's a really good place to do it. And it's also efficient because you can probably also use some of that inventory to service your Hong Kong, but also your Chinese customers.
Yep.
Because you then have very good kind of cross-border supply chain to China. So it's a very good option for companies that maybe don't want to put their product into China proper because of the costs in importing.
Yep.
And you can also use that inventory to efficiently reach other markets.
Yeah, right. And when exactly did you actually start doing business here in Australia?
So we officially launched the Alibaba Group's local presence. It's about 6 years ago, actually,
Yeah.
this month.
Oh, wow.
And Melbourne is our regional HQ.
Okay.
But we work with thousands of Australian and almost about 750 New Zealand brands to help them go to China.
Yeah.
And we also have a digital business, a cloud business, payments. We have quite a lot of different things that we do.
And it's fair to say that COVID has helped that growth over the last few years through e-commerce, has it?
Yes, I mean COVID has certainly been good for e-commerce, but it's also had a lot of challenges, of course. Supply chains have been challenged, so in some cases getting product to China during their lockdowns was challenging.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been easy. But we're very excited that the borders are back open. Mainland China and Hong Kong, all parts of China are now open.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting, and we're going to be seeing all those tourists. We also do a lot to support tourists from Asia, including Greater China, so China and Hong Kong and Macau. And we also do a lot of work supporting them, helping them find great opportunities in Australia and New Zealand for travel as well.
Lovely. And Pier, what brings you to tonight's event held by the Australian Trade Logistics Corporation? What value do you see by being here?
For me, it's been really interesting to just hear about the latest developments in Hong Kong, how Hong Kong is really opening up again, and not just what we've already heard about, like the borders. Right? We read that you can get into Hong Kong, but all the other things they're facilitating investment, they're really encouraging business, all the visa opportunities that people have. Great. It sounds like a great opportunity for young people to start their career now. If they, maybe want to go to Hong Kong and they've been to a good university, they can get a visa.
Yep.
So I learned a lot today. So
Yeah.
it's a real pleasure to be here and an honor to be invited.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.